So here I am, 1v1ing some random players in the hope of getting better. I play Apex so much and I'm nowhere near the worst player in the game, but I've always felt like there was something I'm just missing. I've logged thousands of hours into Apex, but I think I might have reached my limit. And over the past few seasons, I don't think I've gotten any better. But I haven't lost all hope yet. Maybe I can still discover new potential in my skills and improve at the game. That's how I got here, at the start of a 7-day grind to hopefully break through a skill barrier I've been stuck at for far too long. The plan is simple. I'm going to commit a minimum of 1 hour a day for 7 days doing nothing but training 1v1. Yeah, day 1 was kind of painful. Painful both mentally and physically. I think I'm pretty good at the game, but facing other players one-on-one killed whatever ego I had left. I'd win a matchup or two, but then immediately followed it up with a few losses. I was going back and forth and things did not look like they were going to get any better. In fact, the longer I played, the worse I seemed to get. It's like my brain stopped thinking and my thumb stiffened up. Now it's time for us to hop onto Apex and see if it made any meaningful difference. So we loaded into the first match, ready for action. A Lifeline decides to drop us at Capacitor with 2 other squads. This is the perfect opportunity to show off what I just spent an hour training. I just missed every shot. He's hiding behind this box. I got him. Dude, why am I so bad today? That's not what we like to see. All that warming up, the practice, the training, whatever you like to call it, did it do absolutely nothing for me? I'm 2 minutes into the first match and I'm already at death box waiting to get revived. My aim was not good whatsoever. My thumb just felt weird. It felt stiff and my movements did not feel controlled. Similar to when you're outside trying to text somebody on your phone in the middle of a cold winter day. That's what my aim was feeling like. On top of that, my brain simply was not working. I had a sort of brain fog throughout this entire match and it showed in each gunfight. We were winning some fights, but they were nothing pretty. I was definitely feeling the fatigue of the 600 1v1s prior to this match. Everything I did was just slower than my usual. Somehow we were able to see the champion screen in our first match, but that was all thanks to Lifeline, who put me in her backpack and carried us to victory. On day 2, things started to look better. My aim was a lot smoother and I think that my strafing was more effective. In my first match of the day, it seemed like I turned a new leaf and maybe this training is all going to be worth it in the end. Yo, let's go. My first win. The second match, I wanted to do my best to carry the momentum and secure another win. 2 wins in a row, that would feel so good. But now let me introduce you to my arch nemesis of the match, Adonis DNA. I was eliminating everyone with ease, except for this one player. I really want to win this one, I can't let him be the one to stop me. But I just couldn't get those last few shots off to win against him. Okay, I'm gonna go into full focus and I'm not letting him take this match. Yeah, I gotta kill this guy. Of course, he kills me again, but I'm not let down that easy. I'm not losing this. Okay, finally, I got him. And I was able to take him out twice in a row. Come on, wingman. Only for Adonis himself to absolutely destroy me in revenge. This one random player is the only thing stopping me. Oh great, then I spawn in the complete opposite direction. Dude, what's going on? Huh? Dude, I spawned the wrong way. I got him. I guess he was as confused as me. I'm in second place with only Adonis ahead of me. Oh, it's Adonis again. Come on. Let me get him. I got him. 1 kill closer. Now that was scary. Adonis, he's beating me by 1 kill. Got him. After that kill, it seemed like he gave up and took a break, allowing me to run through the rest of the lobby. Yo, double 1 clip, bro. And I was able to pull out the win for that second game. I definitely think this 1v1 training is starting to do something. Light work, 2 wins in a row. Let's go. And then I changed servers and everything changed. I started going against some actual really good players. I had to face some pro players and they destroyed me like it was nothing. I gave it everything I had, but still, I would get obliterated by them. Maybe I'm just not cut out to compete against some of these guys. They're on another level I can't seem to reach. Facing this new lobby, I quickly realized that I do not have the best aim and my strafing is nothing near perfect. I wasn't losing every fight, but I lost a lot more than I care to admit. I was just another average player and that kills me. All this effort and thousands of hours on this game and I was still losing a lot of my 1v1s. Those last few matches siphoned all the vibes I had left and I didn't bother playing any actual real Apex on day 2. On day 3, I needed things to change. So I sat down at the desk in the corner of my bedroom and tried to figure out the best way to start seeing some real improvement. On day 1 and 2, I've noticed noticed the first couple 1v1 matches were always good, but then I would get progressively worse the more I played. I don't know if it's from my thumbs getting tired, or if I just couldn't focus after all the non-stop 1v1s, but I knew I had to adjust my strategy so I can start moving in the right direction. Here's the plan I came up with. I will play 30 minutes of 1v1s every morning no matter what. Then I would take a breather and play normal Apex as I would on any other ordinary day. And then if I still wanted to grind out some 1v1s further, I would play later in the night. All of this while making sure I take a break every 10 to 20 minutes so I don't get too fatigued. Time to execute the plan. On day 3, the entire day I was just going back and forth. I would get a kill or two and then die once or twice and nothing seemed to change. I made this new plan, but things weren't looking better whatsoever. It was constant, getting a kill, then dying, getting a kill, and then dying again. Over and over and over until the 30 minutes was up. I loaded up some trios and had some decent games, but honestly, I don't think I was playing any better than I would have a week ago. I was killing noobs like always, but as soon as I faced up against some actual high level players, my confidence would start to crack, I would play worse, I'd miss all my shots, and then I would get eliminated. On day 4, I had some good 1v1 matches. I found I was having an easier time focusing on my enemy's movements during the gunfight, which of course made me hit a lot more shots and win more matchups. I'm not sure if this was all from the practice finally paying off, or if it was the extra large Tim Hortons coffee running through my veins this morning, but I was feeling a lot more confident in each fight. And then to change things up a bit, I played some ranked. I was only in gold at the time as I haven't touched ranked in a while, so the enemies weren't the greatest, but it was still nice to see if I was getting any better, and it felt like I was. In my first match, I pulled out one of the highest damage games I've ever got, and only a couple hours later I was out of gold and making my way through platinum. Compared to yesterday, today was going a lot better. On day 5, there wasn't too much to write home about. I was trying out a new controller for the first time, and because it felt so different from my usual controller, I did not play too well. But I did find that these 1v1s were a great way to learn the controller, and it probably would have took me a lot longer to get used to it if I was playing normal battle royale matches. Day 6, I was back to the grind. Nearing the end of the journey, but I still felt like I had so much more room to improve. I don't know how much better I am getting, but facing up against pro players in these 1v1s has inspired me to work even harder. Then after winning some of these matchups, I started to realize something. I do have potential, and I'm not doomed to be stuck at the same skill level forever. The Apex matches for the day were chill. I didn't have that much time to play. I spent most of the evening on a bike ride with my dad, but the couple games I did play went well. Before we get to day 7, one clip that subscribe button if Respawn should add a 1v1 game mode into Apex. I think it's a great idea, and just imagine a 1v1 ranked system. On day 7, I clocked in determined to get the most value possible out of these final 1v1s. I was in deep focus the entire time, and I was feeling pretty good with my mechanics. And the time is here. 7 days, counting up to over a dozen hours of dedicated practice. But after sinking so much time into this endeavor, I couldn't help but ask myself, was it all worth it? And I really hope my aim, or at least my ability to 1v1 has improved. So I hopped onto Apex, plugged in the controller, loaded up some trios, tried to hype up my teammates and get locked in for the match. Here we go, hot dropping into Monument on World's Edge. And I started playing better than I have in a long time. Game after game, I was dropping double-digit kills like it was nothing. I felt like I can go into any gunfight and be confident that I had the skills to come out on top. And whenever things got sketchy, and I found myself in 1v2 or 1v3 situations with low health, even with everything stacked against me, I had the skills to give me a solid chance of surviving. It wasn't even my aim, my movement, or my 1v1 knowledge that improved. In fact, I don't think there was much change in my skills at all. I already had all of these skills in my repertoire before this week. I was just never able to get the most out of them as I always played scared whenever the game got difficult. The one big difference that now gives me the slight edge over my enemies is that I now go into every gunfight with confidence. But even with all the confidence in the world, you will still suck at Apex if you don't know the fundamentals of how to aim, which is why you need to watch this video on how to aim like a predator in Apex Legends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.